Guys, welcome back to my channel. I am back with another African hair growth recipe video, and this time it's still palm oil I'm going to be talking about. I did one video in the past week where I went over one of the videos I had posted about palm oil. That video was from 3 years ago. I showed you guys that I already had about 3 of those palm oil videos up on the channel before the most recent one. The video I uploaded this past week, I talked about and I analyzed a video where I applied palm oil to my hair and left it in for 24 hours. And since I already had about 3 of those videos, I decided I'm going to still look for the next video where I talked about palm oil. I want to pour my water. The reason I'm doing another palm oil video now is because I've observed that palm oil is something people are actually interested in. And like I said in the other video, it's not something that's really spoken about when it comes to hair care here on YouTube. It's not spoken about in the sense that it's not as popular as things like cloves, fenugreek, amla, and the other Ayurvedic treatment. But like I also said, palm oil has the most similarity with something like shea butter. And it has so many amazing benefits for hair growth. It moisturizes the hair, keeps the hair healthy, it improves shine, it improves the texture of the hair, it increases the volume of the hair, and it also helps to reduce any scalp diseases you may be going through, like psoriasis, eczema, itching, dandruff, and so on and so forth. So because it's a natural produce and it's a traditional produce, palm oil is also very effective for hair growth, and just as it's used for hair treatment, it has also been used for skincare treatment. So I'm going to look at the next video that I have here on palm oil from the past. This one is from 5 years ago. 5 years ago was 2020. So I'm just going to watch this and see. I'm already looking at some of the comments. Someone said it's good. There are simple solutions around us, actually, because a lot of the time we try to look for so many expensive things to apply on our hair. And I understand that we influencers, we have a lot of recommendations because we are constantly having to try new products, use new products, represent brands who sell products. But sometimes the simple solution that would solve your problem is literally next to you. The title of this video is try this palm oil mask on your hair for healthy growth. So I don't remember what I did in this video either. I've not watched the video before now. So let's just see what I did here.
Hello guys, what is the news? So I'm finally back to recording, and first things first, I'm going to be doing a hair mask. I'll be doing a palm oil hair mask that is really effective for reviving dead hair, for reviving old hair. So into this hair mask, I'll be doing a palm oil treatment using a palm oil hair mask. Yeah. And then I'm going to be doing that on my hair. The reason I'm doing this particular hair mask is because it revives hair, and then I've carried my hair like this for about 3 weeks. I haven't washed in 3 weeks, going on 4. So I decided to quickly do this hair mask to revive my hair before I style it. So this is what my hair is looking like right now. And for this hair mask, I'm going to be using, the dominant ingredient is palm oil, and then I'm going to be using eggs for protein. So I have my bottle of palm oil here with me. I got this from a store.
Let me just point out what I've noticed about this video. I think back then for this content, when I started YouTube, I used to shoot with Infinix Hot something, Hot 6, one of the earlier versions of Infinix. That's what I started my YouTube channel with. When I shot this video, I used an iPhone 6s Plus. I'm looking at the lighting now. Even right now, as I'm currently posting, like this video you're watching now, the lighting is not great. I'm nowhere near the quality of content I want to be putting out on my channel, but I still work with what I have. I'm looking at this video that I'm watching now, and the quality is so poor in my opinion. Like, you can see how bad the light is. It's too exposed. I just knew I wanted to film something to help people and put it out there. I'm saying this to say that I know a lot of people who have not started YouTube because they are waiting to get the perfect equipment. They are waiting to get the perfect tool, the perfect app, the perfect phone. when you could have started a long time ago and you could have gone far by now and just learned on the way. A lot of the time, you may not have all you need to start immediately, but just note to self, if you desire to get into content creating, the sooner you start, the better, whether you have the best tools or not. As long as you have a phone that has space and you can find somewhere to sit down and record, even if your space on your phone is not much, I always tell people, as you film your clips and edit them and upload them, delete and repeat like that until you get better and you get all the gadgets that you need.
The thing about palm oil is it settles. Once you put it into your container, it settles this way. So you have the lighter part of the oil on top and then the heavier part is at the bottom. So I have to shake that so that everything mixes up before I start using it for my mask.
I can't even remember what mask I did.
Next I have my 2 eggs.
Oh, I did eggs.
I'm using 2 eggs for my hair, although I usually use like 3 depending on the protein treatment I'm doing. For this one, since the dominant ingredient is palm oil, I'll be using just 2 eggs. And then I have my bowl and a spoon. You can use a fork or a metallic spoon, but I have this plastic one. So it's very simple. I won't be able to show you guys the process, but all you have to do is basically break both your eggs into your bowl and then you mix it with an even amount of palm oil. I'll let you guys know the quantity of palm oil I use, but I'm just going to break the eggs into this bowl and then add my palm oil to it. So for this mask, I ended up using this quantity of palm oil. This is about 5 to 8 tablespoons of palm oil. And then I mixed that with my 2 eggs. I didn't separate the whites from the yolk. I just used it like that. And then I had this liquid mixture. I'm going to divide my hair into 2 equal parts like I usually do. I basically dipped my fingers into the mixture and then applied it on my hair from my scalp to my ends. Palm oil is one of my favorite ingredients to include in a hair mask because it's very popular in Nigeria and it's found basically everywhere in the country.
Let me pause right there. So this is another way that I used palm oil. And you can see from that demonstration that I applied just palm oil and eggs. I've said there are different ways you can mix your palm oil. So I've said in the other video that you can mix your palm oil with eggs, you can do mayonnaise, or you can just do the palm oil as a hot oil treatment. Recently I was on YouTube and I saw that someone actually froze palm oil, and when it solidified, she took it out of the fridge. I think it would have thawed a little. So she took it out and applied the solid products to her hair as a mask still. So there are different ways. And then I also noticed that for the application here, I did not apply the palm oil to damp hair. That's something I really didn't used to do back then. I didn't apply products to damp hair, especially for masks that I was using as pre-pools. So I noticed that I did not apply the mask to damp hair. Now, if I want to apply a mask, I like to wet my hair a little bit before applying the mask, especially if I'm going to apply it to dry hair. That way, the mask will be able to penetrate the hair better because of the moisture, and it's going to work even better conditioning my hair and giving me all the benefits that I'm trying to enjoy.
Comes from palm trees, and although there is a bit of procedure involved in extracting the oil from the fruit, palm oil is known to contain vitamins A, E, and K, and it's excellent for cooking. Actually, you can use it to cook. We use it here in Nigeria to cook a ton of food. And then because it's good for ingestion, it's also good for, I don't know who discovered that it can be applied to hair, but it has actually been used by several people all over the world in hair masks, in hair creams, and it's very good that way. So for hair, some of the benefits of palm oil include adding extra sheen or shine to dry hair. It restores moisture to your hair, and then it aids hair growth and it makes your hair stronger and thicker. It also reduces itching. And because I use palm oil and eggs for this, we all know the benefits of eggs. Eggs are an excellent source for shine. They're an excellent source of moisture, and they also make your hair thicker. They make your hair strands stronger, and they also reduce frizz. So since both ingredients are excellent for hair growth, I decided to mix both of them and then see the results that I'll get. And so far, to be honest, I'm not regretting it. My hair was super soft by the time I finished applying this hair mask, and I could see the mask going to work straight away.
The first video I did where I analyzed was palm oil mask from 3 years ago. So this one is a palm oil mask from 5 years ago. So it's older than the video I shot 3 years ago. That means that this was more in my earlier stages or earlier years of using palm oil. I remember the first time I used palm oil was 2017. That was when I discovered that I could mix it and use it as a deep conditioner. And back then I was also a student, so I was looking for the most affordable things that I could use for my hair growth. So this video is from 5 years ago because I'm from the way I'm talking about the palm oil, it's still giving. I just started using this. I'm trying to understand how it works with my hair, and that's perfectly fine. What I like is that between then and now, I have learned so much more about palm oil, so I can give you guys a ton of benefits and a ton of ways that you can use palm oil and get the most result.
So I'm done applying the mask to my entire head. This is what it looks like. It can be quite messy, so I advise if you're going to do this mask, you should put on a top or a dress or something that you want to dispose of or you don't care about staining. After applying the mask to my hair, I went ahead and covered my head with a plastic bag, and then I carried that for 2 hours. So I washed my hair.
Okay, sorry, quick one. So I did 2 hours here. The other video I did 24 hours. You really don't have to wait that long. If you sit 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, that's more than enough time for the mask to get to work. I also put a plastic bag over my hair for the extra heat. If you have a heating cap, no, I will not recommend a heating cap because of the eggs. I don't always recommend that you apply heat, like direct heat from a heating cap to conditioners that contain eggs or anything that can cook in your hair, just to be on the safe side. Because I've had people tell me they tried applying heat and then they had to pick out particles of it's clearly food, pick out particles of food from their hair, and that no one wants that.
Palm oil out of my hair, and this is my hair after washing. I went ahead to apply my leave-in conditioner, and then I sealed that in with my homemade shea butter I used. The entire process of applying the hair mask took me about 1 hour because I had to detangle my hair. But after I finished, the rest of it was easier. After applying the hair mask and waiting 2 hours, I actually used just shampoo and conditioner to wash my hair out.
Okay, so yeah, that's another thing I do. Usually, when I do intense masks like palm oil, because palm oil is so rich in nutrients, when I do intense pre-pools like palm oil masks, if I do it before, and I always do it before I shampoo because of the mess, palm oil is literally oil, and it's a much heavier oil than Jamaican black castor oil, than coconut oil. So I like to do it before I do any shampooing so that I can use the shampoo to cleanse my hair very well and remove any stain that could possibly come from the application of the palm oil. So afterwards, I won't do a deep conditioner again after my shampoo and conditioner, obviously, because I've gotten everything from the palm oil. The point I'm getting at is that you really don't need to do multiple steps. If you do something like a palm oil mask like this, that's more than enough. You can skip the deep conditioner for your next wash day. You don't need to overcomplicate things. This is fine.
That'll be all for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe.
That's it. Pretty self-explanatory. I didn't do anything over the top, and usually for my palm oil mask, the palm oil alone is more than enough to give you all of the nutrients that you need. But I added the eggs in this mask for extra protein, and every time I add an extra ingredient to a mask with an ingredient like palm oil that is quite powerful, any extra ingredients that I add must be giving me some particular benefits like the protein from the eggs. So this video was pretty self-explanatory. If you still are doubting whether you should use palm oil for your hair growth, you should not be missing out on this. Like, this is just for those that want to try palm oil. Remember, this is for those that want to try palm oil. If you want your store bought, that's fine. I will never discourage people from using different things as long as they're getting results from these things. The reason I like doing runovers like this, analyzing old videos like this, is because now I have so much more knowledge, and so I can provide more insight, better insight through my understanding of these things now compared to back then. Back then, I was still really new to hair care, DIY hair care. Everything changed when I started doing it to help other people because I had to clarify more on my facts and make sure that the information I was putting out there was accurate and beneficial. And that's it for this video. I hope we learned something. If this was helpful to you, I should have said this. I never say subscribe and all that before the beginning of the video, because I already know my videos are helpful and the people that watch always hit the subscribe button. But if you found this helpful, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up to help with engagement, to help this content reach a wide audience here on YouTube. Everyone, thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video.